Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Trek YT Unique back with another brand new video, guys. Today I wanted to know or wanted to explore the idea of what kind of base would I build if I was able to build underneath Bedrock. So I started to think, the reason why I would even be building a base under Bedrock is probably to protect my stuff from anybody else. It would be the ultimate way to protect my stuff. So what I did is I went underneath Bedrock and I made myself a Bedrock box, a box that cannot be broken into, only a place that you could teleport into with a home set. So with my box, I decided that I would transform the inside into my own little oasis and my own underground vault. So what I did first is I wanted to make a central area where you spawn in at. So I started to make pretty much like a circular area with a, path going up over makeshift bedrock to kind of give it that oasis feel. I'm going to eventually fill it in with water, but basically what I'm doing is I'm creating a centerpiece with paths that go away from the center to where I would store all of my loot. So I went ahead and I built a makeshift little cliff with inside of my base. Again, I wanted to make it really feel homey and really feel like my own oasis slash secret underground vault where I keep all of my amazing stuff. So now what I need to do is, now that I've already started to create my oasis, I need to have it be functional. So I need a place where I'm going to store all of my stuff, because what's the point of building an underground vault in Bedrock if I don't put stuff inside of it? So I'm going to go ahead and make some more pathways up from my center area where I'm going to go ahead and put some protected chests. So what I did is I basically made a centerpiece and I made a walkway that goes around the entire center, and that's where I'm going to put all my chests on the outskirts and leave the center to be its own little oasis. So again, like I said, is I went ahead and I put some paths leading away from the center, and then I led them to the side where all of the chests are going to be. Now you're going to have some way to get inside of this base, because you can't break through Bedrock naturally if you're not in creative mode, so you have to have some way to get inside of it. So I did that by adding in some Nether Portals. So you basically would have to go to the Nether, find the Nether Portal, go through it, and it would bring you back to the overworld where you could get inside of your secret base. Now that I have my way to get inside my base, I need to start to fill up my base with all of the good loot that obviously I would be putting inside of this Bedrock. So I went ahead and created some protected chests. Now this is basically to protect them from getting exploded by creepers or by TNT or by somebody raiding my Bedrock vault. I basically just threw some blocks on top of chests inside of water to protect them from blast damage, so that way all of my loot inside is protected, and if for some reason my base is claimed, no one can break the block on top to get inside of my chest. Now again, I wanted to make it feel like an oasis, make it feel really homey, and make it really just basically not feel like we're inside of a big Bedrock vault. So I went ahead and added a very nice decorative roof, added in some leaves to really bring some, foliage inside of my base to make it feel, again, a lot more homey and a lot less like I'm inside of a big Bedrock box. Now in the center, I really wanted to make it feel really open and really big, so I made some really nice elevated ceilings, so that way it feels larger than life almost, and feels like, again, we're not stuck inside of a box underground and it's not as claustrophobic. Again, in my roof design, I added in some more leaves to bring in some of that foliage inside to really give it that oasis feel. I used jungle leaves instead of a normal spruce or oak leaf, so that way I had a little bit more detail to it. Next, I went ahead and added my water into my Bedrock area below, because I wanted to have, again, that oasis feel. So when I think of oasis, I think of a really nice, pond slash river surrounded by some really nice foliage and some really nice flowers to really make it feel like the most beautiful place in the entire world. Now what I did is I went ahead and I copied and pasted my design on both sides. I wanted to make it so that way it was all symmetrical, so that way it was a lot easier to build and a lot faster to do. Next, I needed to add in some more roof. I had a little big open area and I really needed to fill that space in, and I wanted to do it in a way where it just wasn't more leaves, and also so it wasn't so stale and actually had some details to it. So I made a very basic roof design, just kind of ascending, but I made sure to change all of the blocks into a random pattern so it's very eye-catching and isn't very symmetrical. At the same time, it still is symmetrical. Then again, I added in some more flowers and some leaves onto the ground in my oasis part, and then I went back ahead and copied and pasted to the other side, and then that was pretty much it. That was our oasis in a nutshell. Now, I wanted our bedrock vault / oasis to feel, again, as homey as possible. So when you're inside the actual vault, you can kind of see everything from every point in the base. Now, I did this for a very specific reason, because I wanted to make it feel as homey as possible and basically feel not so crowded and as constricted. So every part of this base you can see everywhere. So if I'm over here, you can see all the way that way, you can see all the way over that way, you can see the center focal area, and everything is almost on a different Y level, so a different height level, because I wanted to make it feel as organic as possible, when in reality this entire thing is pretty dang symmetrical. You only have to build a quarter of it and then copy and paste it on all of your different sides. Now, this vault almost reminds me of building faction bases back in the day. I mean, it's very faction base-esque, but it's really just like a secret bedrock vault that you can kind of hide away all your stuff from your friends. So that's pretty much our base. There's not much more to it, and I just really love how it turned out. You're probably wondering, well, how can I go ahead and do this in my own world? Well, you actually do have to be in creative to be able to get below bedrock to start your base. But once you get below bedrock, you can build out your base and then put down a nether portal so that way you can spawn up above. Hope you guys did enjoy this base. I hope you guys like the inside of this base. I thought it'd be really cool to try to build underneath bedrock. I think it's something that most people, can't do or don't do. So if you guys did enjoy today's video, definitely show your support down below. But as always, guys, I love you all. See you guys next time. Peace out.